Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, back to preview some more projects that come in. You know, folks often ask, where do I get all these reels? Well, most of them are customer reels. Some of them, sometimes I have customers that actually offer them to me, and that's the case with the first one we'll preview today. But somebody said, are you a pen guy? Do you only repair a pen or what? And the truth of the matter is I work on just about every reel, but it's whatever the customers are bringing in, and a lot of times here on the Eastern Seaboard they're bringing in pen reels. So I just want to preview, I got 2 or 3 packages in recently. We're going to add to the list, and then we'll make a compilation of these, and we'll start showing you these as videos. But the first one was actually offered to me. It's a Luxor Mur. This is a big reel, right? It's, by comparison, here's a 60 size reel, and you can just see the difference. And I grew up fishing one very similar to this, and this one's in beautiful condition, minimal paint loss on it, especially for the years. Functional bail, functional drag, functional clicker, all the things you would test for. And I can't wait to open it up and see what makes this one work. Beautiful example of a reel made in France post-war, and I don't even know when post-war, but post-war. So we'll certainly take a look at that at a future date. We will make a video on that. Here's one that'll be coming up soon. A lot of folks have the older Daiwas. This one's a Daiwa J2600, and circa 1970s, 80s in that area, probably the early 80s, metal case, and nice reel, graphite spool, so it was a little bit later. This one was made in Korea. Here's one that was a relatively cheap find. It's a very old Pen 155, one of the earliest in the series. You can tell that because the Bakelite bullet handle is a lot smaller than the ones you're traditionally used to seeing. It's got that old coffee color to it, and it also has this side plate. This one has the lighthouse side plate. Hard to see, but the earlier ones did have the etched side plates with fishing scenes, and this one is that. This one doesn't have pre-spool release. That means, for the most part, that the spool gear, the pinion gear, is stuck on the spool, because you can crank it. That's what the fellow was telling me. Look, it works. I said, yeah, it works, but it doesn't. You can't release. And the problem with that is a frozen spool gear. We'll take that apart. We'll show you how to do that. So those are 3 that were picked up at local sales recently. Here's some that just came into the shop. First box in, then it's a box of a few reels. So this is an eclectic mix here. I did some work for a captain a while ago, and he's been referring the customers on the boat to me. And here's, I guess, the question: why does it seem like you always do a lot of pen projects? Well, here's a pen reel. It's a Pen Battle. It's the 2000, I think. Yeah, it's the Battle 2000. This one's just in for a tune-up. There's nothing to peel up. There is. We have a faulty bail, so I guess as part of this, we'll be able to show you how to fix a bail on a Pen Battle 2000. Next one up is a Quantum Cabo. This is a nice reel. This is just over $100 if I remember. There's a good grind going on in that one, so I'd say this one's got a lot of mileage on it. Probably some worn gears. I'm not sure what we can do other than tune that one up. And then looks like we have a beautiful little reel. It's a hybrid reel made by Max Gel. I don't know, Max GL, I don't know. I'm going to have to find out whose this is. Very small frame, braided line, heavy duty aluminum framing, big gearing, max drag to 28 pounds. So this is a jigging reel for big fish. And right now it seems like there we go. Didn't seem like the release button was coming down on that one. So we'll definitely take that one apart. I know I don't have that one in my library. And here's a few that were mailed in to me. This one comes from somewhere with a lot of love. This is a Level-Matic Reel in a Bag project. This is the 930 or the 940. It's been disassembled, and then we had that aha moment when somebody tried to put it back together and said, aha, I don't know what I don't know how that comes back together, so we'll do a reel in a bag project with that. And here's another one that came in. This I talked to the fellow on the phone. He mailed this one in to me. This is the Coronado bait feeder. And interestingly enough, this is the Coronado bait feeder. Two of them. One in a bag, one outside the bag. And neither one of them are working. They asked me, can I make 2 reels out of 1? Well, we'll see if we can. That's going to be a project that's upcoming, and we'll do our best here to get one of those working. So I'm going to do a couple more of these. There's a few more that came in, or will be coming in the near future, and we'll add to that list. There's one more that came in. I was just looking for that. This is a International 965. We have a stuck release button. That's not an uncommon thing in bait feeders, so we'll try and show you how the round bait casting reel works and how to unstick that button and get this one working again. The Penn International 965 is a very nice reel, and I'm sure we'll be able to put that back in working order for Keith. Alright, so stay tuned. I'm going to add a couple more of these before I publish, so thanks for watching, and we'll add a few in a moment. Next up then is a local drop-off that came in. 2 beautiful reels. First one is a 6.0. It looks brand new. It's had line on it. It's no question there. But this is the 114H. It's in beautiful condition. I just asked to go over it. I understand it was purchased on eBay. They just asked me to go over it. This has a very high leverage handle. This is an older version of the 6.0. It has this solid or the single crossbars. It also has the removable drags from the external side. So this one's been around a while, but it is in very, very nice condition. And then we have a, let's see what we have. We have a Penn we have the Conflict. I don't believe I've done a Conflict on air. So this one's just in for a basic tune-up. Very nice reel. This is the Conflict 6000. We have another box here. And this is the cousin of the 114. It's the 113. Again, this one's in nice condition. This is a little bit newer 113. You can tell by the side rails. This has a partial or a half frame to it as opposed to the bar studs. Again, this one's in very nice condition. Again, they purchased these on eBay, and the primary concern is that all the pieces and parts are there and that it gets a nice tune-up before they take them fishing. So that's what we're going to make sure that we do. So we'll see how those go, and I think we'll probably have a video on this Conflict since I haven't done one of those for video. So let's just get that one back in. And we have one more box here for this moment. This is one that just came in. So let's see what we got there at the risk of cutting something open here. Somebody said when I do these things, it kind of looks like Christmas every day. You're not quite sure what you're getting. As I mentioned, sometimes these things are fun, and sometimes these things are like getting a pair of socks, I guess. Huh? And we have a 220. So I just did a video on the Penn 220. This one, this one seems like it's got all kinds of hurt going on. There's a grind in it that doesn't belong in there. We have a free spool lever that's on backwards and also not performing. So my guess is that the grind that we have in this one, it's probably got a broken spring sitting in the casing here. Somebody asked me to do stuff on problem diagnosis recently, and maybe I'll just do a video on this from problem diagnosis. As I mentioned, I just did one of these as a video, but we'll see what we can do here to make it better. This one came in and says he's tried to repair the reel with no luck, and it seems not to be functioning correctly. Well, I would agree with that. Okay, so we'll set that one aside and do that, and if I can do a little problem diagnosis to help Eric there to understand where he may have gone wrong in the servicing, then I'll post that one as well. All right, so stay tuned. There's a lot of projects that have been previewed. If you have a favorite one, please let me know. And if you want to see more of these, make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss any of the reel repair videos that I post. Okay, next one up, let's see what we have. This one comes in from Anthony from New York. We'll see what we got to work on. Okay, we have a Mitchell 306. I think somebody will be interested in seeing that one. And we have an Ocean City. This is always a fun one. So I think this reel was actually a better reel than the Penn 209. This has a couple of interesting features to it. One is a pop top circa 1970 that they kind of got rid of. Second one is this fancy drag here. This drag was one that as you turn forward, the handle would engage with the lever and tighten the drag, and as you work backwards, as you can see, the handle floats. The handle would grab the stud from the other side and release the drag. So that's a nice little thing. And this is the 922 series. This one's in beautiful condition, and we'll make sure that we do our best to just tune it up. Okay. So it's never-ending bit of surprises that show up in my shop from time to time, and I hope that you'll enjoy seeing some of these as we go on to rebuild them.